tryout, like that after we should do it for fantasy fit, like launch too far.
And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah.
I had to plug in my mic again.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I copy, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big jobs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I copy, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash. Slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best as I am. It's no need in keeping it low key. I can carve up the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call us up making a name. I put on the jets. The coach will regret even letting us stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take all poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic, dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Pick on the blitz, pass it.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL 100 Game of the Week on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we'll see the comeback player of the year, Andrew Luck, and the Indianapolis Colts, as they match up with the NFL's all-time passing leader, Drew Brees, and the New Orleans Saints. I'll be back at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from Sunday's action. But for now, it's Monday Night Football. And to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. Seated next to Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, this one featuring a couple of playoff teams from a season ago, back at it again in 2019.
And we both felt the confidence from both of these teams, right? They feel like they will be back in the playoffs again. but they shouldn't be overconfident. 7 teams last year made the playoffs that didn't make it the previous year, so you're not assured of going back year after year.
Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. On first down, Luck. And his first pass is incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. But it's going to be second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. They're just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And the catch made by Hilton. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Throwing now is Breeze.
There we go. That's the Michael Thomas I know. There we go.
Back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. And the ball smack dab on the 5. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, touchdown number 22 on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 4 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. Where do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play. Yeah.
That too.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, look now at the defensive starters for the Saints. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Luck. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's back.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Block. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's Ginn.
Ankles. Watch it. Why is everyone in my phone?
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees, his 2nd touchdown pass here in the opening quarter of this game. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
What we got?
Throwing on 2nd down. Luck. He's got it to Hilton. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Luck. Dumps this one off to Mack. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the 1st. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the draw, Luck's going to give this to Mack. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Colts on 3rd down.
Hello?
Cameron.
Ma'am?
Don't you remember you got a whole Sunday sitting in the refrigerator?
Ma'am?
Didn't you remember you have a whole Sunday sitting in that refrigerator?
I know, I was just that I ran out of Powerade.
Cameron, son, there is a orange Sunday in the refrigerator. You hear me?
Yes, ma'am?
Did you hear me?
I heard you.
Okay, have you been drinking it?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it gone?
No, ma'am.
how much is in the bottle?
I just drunk some.
So a lot.
No.
Alright, Kale, bye.
Bye. The fuck is that supposed to mean?
They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. A shotgun snap for Love. And that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Now it's Ginn. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Ted Ginn's gonna go. Touchdown, New Orleans. Such an impressive punt return, 83 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And we always talk about kick returns being so exciting on kickoffs. Punt return almost equally exciting.
And typically we talk about the kickoff return being the most exciting 10 seconds in football. Let's just cut it in half for a punt return and make it the most exciting 5 seconds in football. It's a great, glamorous, dashing play.
This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have...
Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Marcus Davenport. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Luck.
There we go. Marshawn Lattimore.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
That's what I'm talking about.
This one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, and normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Here's Mack. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And there he goes again. Touchdown, New Orleans. One of the best punt returns we'll see, 93 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Ebron's got it. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
For Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Woo! No. No, bro. That would have been so sick. Oh my god, this guy is insane.
Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw him on television and said, congratulations. How about that?
And I bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
Kamara trying again. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara in the final seconds of the first half as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
That's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. A 3-touchdown differential in the end, 35-14, the final. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Oakland. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars.
All right, Chad, if you guys haven't watched, like, me and Ethan have qualified. I mean, we didn't qualify. We had 149 points.
Campaign. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were winners in their ball game as they were able to handle the visiting New York Jets. 28-10, the final. In our game, it was the right arm of Drew Brees that led the way in the first half. His guys have the lead.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This is taken at the 3. Dances by him. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with...
There he goes.
My nigga is gone.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
You can't stop us. We are the best team in the whole goddamn world.
2 in the game and now 11 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're...
Hold on one second, I'm creating a party.
Scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his...
Thank you for shopping with us. Have a good day.
The fuck?
Rough night continues.
Let's go.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on 2nd and 13. Luck, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time, and it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Luck.
No
the 2 men
way.
come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Good stuff, Marshall.
Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Taken in at the 11. Ooh, with a juke.
Oh.
A great return there. Bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Looking long for Thomas.
No way.
And it's caught at the 6-yard line.
At the 1.
A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 57 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play...
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, you know, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 24 yards. Luck now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Demario Davis, who was the Saints' leading tackler in his first year in New Orleans, in on the stop. On 2nd and 9. Luck. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I'm in your head, love. I'm in your head, love.
I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off, or if they make a bad throw, they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Well, that field goal block pretty much sums up the day for them, doesn't it?
Boy, it really does. What's the word we often use? Symptomatic. It's just been a sign of how this one's gone.
Give a lot of credit to the guys who got in and blocked the kick. They've had the advantage all game, and they continue to press it.
They'll run. This is Kamara. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play there out of Kamara. 54 yards. 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him, as we've seen. But just like 3 rushing touchdowns, and, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust? Blitz coming, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Hold on, I'll be right back. You can't invite no one.
You sure in the hell can't. Because we not being around nobody. You remember COVID still out here?
Yes, ma'am.
Cameron?
I said yes, ma'am.
Come on, do you know your chicken nuggets now?
Are you hungry?
No, right now.
Okay, well when you do cook them, don't burn it out there.
Come here. This is what I need you to do. If you go cook those nuggets, I need you to be in here watching the nuggets. I don't need you to cook them nuggets and just go back there and forget about them and they burn. Okay? All right. Okay, that's your dog.
Come in.
Leave that light on while your mom's gone. Yes, sir. She's walking up here looking all bad for us. She's going to do something.
I did tell you she pulled your braids up. You can get another game done.
So I'm responsible for helping with the inning?
No, that face was good.
Next week, oh,
Next week.
we'll get next week. All right?
Chat, bro, I'm getting 2K20. Oh my god, I'm so glad I pulled up my grades.
Throw on target, and he'll be about
God.
a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now
So
they
glad I
face
pulled
third
up my
down.
grades. Can't wait till I get use the Lakers in there.
Throwing on third down, Luck.
There we go.
Luck will be intercepted for a third time. Picked off.
Oh my god, I don't even know where I'm going.
And he's going to
I don't
get
even know where I'm
this one
going.
to the
Swear to God.
23-yard line.
That was an accident.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season of
December.
giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Breeze. And he's got it. It's caught.
Oh, that was so cool.
Touchdown, New Orleans. 4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
He had his feet inbound.
So another score there. Often you talk about the... It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed.
We're getting
the official says this one
2K20
counts.
next fucking week.
Let's
Let's
on the extra
go.
point, and that will extend
So
this
happy.
big
Let's
lead.
fucking go.
They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Love. Ebron caught left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, Locke.
Come here, bitch.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Love. Ebron with it over the middle. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
No.
And he gets it to Funchess complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 24-yard line.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And down inside the 15 he goes. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Cameron Jordan in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. The Saints have got it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
So even when they get a touchdown in this game, which hasn't really been a stellar contest for them, they can't even cap it off and kick the extra point.
Yeah, just not a whole lot going right for them in this game.
I know that when they get into film, this is going to be Exhibit A about how this game went for this team. Oh, we finally score. Can't even kick the extra point.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's toppled the century mark already, receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. When you talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together, this has got to be right up there. His fourth touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that it's demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get him. And after that last touchdown, I'll bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Andrew Luck and company heading back onto the field. And those numbers, they kind of tell the story of his game so far. Started off not so hot. Now he's really heated up.
And remember, he signed up for duty as the guy who leads the team, right? The field general, the signal caller. So when things go rocky early, he can't just exit out and ask someone else to pick things up. He's got to do it himself, and that's what he's done here in this game.
Still first down.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Throwing is Luck. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
No, bro.
Almost intercepted
You
it.
catch that.
They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Bree's going to throw here. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's got room. A big run there. 29 yards and a first. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Breeze now to throw. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
In Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top. I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.
I haven't won against the Patriots. Jolly's not even on. What the hell is he doing? Do your job on the road. Bring the pressure. 4 sacks. Earn it. Feared and 250 yards.
Kamara Drive-In. It's a coach. You're set for Madden football on EA Sports. Coming up, 2017 Offensive Rookie of the Year, Alvin Kamara. Fresh off a big performance a week ago, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Tennessee Titans. With that, let's get you up to Nashville and Nissan Stadium. For the call, we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
We're taking it off, but
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll make it across the 20.
Cold?
As his guys will set up shop.
It's fucking cold and it's like hot out there. I mean, it's like the sun outside and all that.
It's probably an important season for the man under center, Marcus Mariota. This will be year number 5 since he was drafted 2nd overall. And thus far, in terms of postseason success, just one wild card victory under his belt. Derrick Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. We know this offense, they're built around passing the football. That time, the running game didn't suit them so well.
Not so well, but they have to do it every so often. You have to be able to control the pass rush a little bit, make them somewhat hesitant before they come and get your quarterback. At least have the illusion that you have a running game.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He gets it to Humphreys. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Dang.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And that's caught inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win. So
bro, why?
24, 28, 30,
why?
could be in some trouble.
And I think so,
why
would
you
into
hurt?
a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Breeze to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown.
That's from Michael Thomas.
Alvin Kamara. Touchdown number 15 of the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Third and short yardage. Mariota uncorks one for Davis. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. So a change of possession here on the punt. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. Jameis Winston, an early touchdown pass in that one. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards. Breeze now on 1st down. Rashard Matthews here on the catch. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Breeze now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. It was Kenny Vaccaro there to get a hand on that one. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
21.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, you know.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum? When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Henry. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. On 3rd down, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Ted Ginn's gonna go. Touchdown, New Orleans. That'll go down as an 84-yard punt return. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they hit the ball and kick it right to him.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So his big play capability in full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games... starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use Fortnite.
I'm impressed, don't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
A first down throw for Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by Canada.
Next week.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
I'm sorry, what?
It's only $25 right now.
I'm not going to buy it.
Mariota to throw it. And the pressure gets to him again. David Onyemata dropping him for the 2nd straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Mariota now. And it falls incomplete.
Why don't you want to buy it?
Because I'm getting it next week. Why would I buy it when I'm getting it next week?
Oh. How much are you getting? Like, who's getting it to you next week?
My mom or dad.
You know they buy it now, they can get it for a discount, right? Notice how much
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker.
No way. It drifted and I... Oh my fucking god, why are you hurting my best players? Why are you hurting my best players?
5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
The first sack you ever hit, I bet you're proud.
Able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. 16 hot hit, 13 rolls.
Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play.
I'm watching
How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Lutz with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
I can teach you how to get PlayStation Plus for 783. I know how to do it over and over.
The 23-yard line.
Okay, hi, you know how you have your other account? You can get PS Plus for free.
The Titans offense set to be...
Like, there's a way you can get PS Plus on your main account.
How?
You activate your HOT account as your primary PS4. And trust me, they'll get it for free.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A second down throw here for Mariota. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Mariota hands to Henry, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back
I had
at the
ate
21.
my graduation food from Raising Cane's.
Graduation?
What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job. They're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. A good return there. Call it 13 yards.
My favorite team on 2K is...
Switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Y'all missed that live event.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
It was 1-1 to
Shotgun now for Breeze.
It is 8 p.m.
Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
You can still watch it?
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Yeah, I want to see if it's exclusive. Yes, sir.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit.
That
It's
PJ
from
kept running
54 yards
I don't care
away.
anybody says. I never saw it.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout.
But it has
we
the
send
sun
you
out.
down to
That makes
Orlando,
no
where
sense.
Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll start our swing around the NFL right here in Florida. Houston taking on Tampa Bay. And it's the Buccaneers who are out in front with that game closing in on halftime. A touchdown pass there for Jameis Winston. From there, let's head to the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado. Check in on the Broncos. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. Danny Amendola, a touchdown reception. Finally, we're off to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And that game's all tied up as they play the visiting Jaguars.
Me and Ethan actually did good.
In our game, it was the right arm of Drew Brees that led the way in the path. He's thrown for over 2. And his eyes have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This will be fielded at the 8. Then he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled. And
a breakaway for Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Flagger.
Michael Thomas with another touchdown, number 24 on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Was so dry when there's no live event.
Yes, Michael Thomas is a volume receiver, but he can also make some really big plays, especially with Drew Brees throwing the football.
I love the way you described it. Volume receiver who could also make big plays. In other words, if you underestimate him, he'll run past you or he'll just jump over the top of you and continue to make those big plays.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yes,
it comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Complete. It's Henry. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat. Complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now Brees on 3rd down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Cameron Meredith with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes there's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. Here's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Here's Brett Kern now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This is fielded at the 27. Nearly a huge return. It's still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here.
What? I said he's cracked.
In 10. Breeze now on 1st down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, 49 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
1st down, Mariota. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
I remember when Hawk
Mariota on the delay to Henry. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That 2nd down run a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. Again, it's Henry. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. Looking around the league from Raymond James Stadium, they're in the 3rd quarter in Tampa. And it's the Texans who have scored to grab the lead there. Lamar Miller getting the job done offensively on the ground. He's going to wind up and air it out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He'll take a shot for the end zone.
Oh my God, this guy is insane.
In the end zone, touchdown New Orleans. Drew Brees turning back the clock. 5 touchdown passes for him on the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. Luck's good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Broke, boy.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Back now in Nashville.
Right. Going in this 4th quarter, it's 59-0. I'm winning.
The 4th quarter, a very one-sided affair. Now Mariota. It's caught. Humphreys. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Oh, shit. Never mind.
A good return there, 17 yards.
I can't hear you because I'm like there's audio in here, I'm streaming, and I'm watching something else. I can't hear you. What? Say that again?
So you can't cuss like that, you're streaming.
I don't care.
You're gonna get demonetized, you will.
One-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in Bronx, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remote's clicking off right now. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees. A 4-yard touchdown scamper as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over.
What?
Can you join this for me?
What?
Can you join it?
No, I can't.
Oh, come on.
No.
Come on.
What are you trying to do?
They give you V-Bucks, so that's all I'm gonna have.
I'm good.
Join it.
No.
Come on. I sent you a thing for it.
Okay, I'm on official Fortnite. Where is the wager stuff on here? There should be wagers on here or something, right?
Let's go! Thank you.
What are you doing?
I'm getting hot. I need one more invite. Can you join it?
What?
Oh Oh my god, come on, Hod. They'll give me V-Bucks if I get 5 invites.
How am I gonna invite you when I'm on? What are you talking about invite you?
Oh my god, it's one Discord.
You won't let me.
You have to click on it.
I am clicking on it.
Cop in BC.
This thing's done.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And Walker has it. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. To throw is Mariota. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
From the gun, Mariota. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 6. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Laughing.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of...
Is Click streaming right now?
No, I don't think... No.
Who are you watching?
Flight. I'm watching in 2K person.
Titans.
The Titans on 3rd down. An almost unimaginable 0 for 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Maggie.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. On second down, Kamara. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Bree's going to throw here. And it's caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Lutz with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. They'll run it again with Henry. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Here's Brett Kern now. He's been terrific so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. They juked him.
And
so
game.
This one a victory here for New Orleans. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for New Orleans, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll be guaranteed to finish at no better than 500 as they drop to 7-8.
Can you hear me?
I'll see you guys later, Chad. I might get on Fortnite or something. I'll find something to do, but... They ain't got nothing on us because we about to hit the championship. Niggas loaded 14 and yelling at this man. Man, I would have brung out my belt and whooped him. I swear to God, if he ever said anything like that. I'm talking about in his stream. Alright guys, I'm gonna get off. See you guys later. I'll finish the rest of this, like, hopefully tomorrow. Let me just advance to the next one so I won't do it tomorrow. I'm gonna end this stream. See you guys later, chat.